Hey, what's up? This is a video about my what am I doing? Level 83 Necromancer, summon Necro, and the summon Necro is a lot of fun. And this was like the second character I built, or maybe like third in one of the first three, because I knew when I started playing Lord of Destruction I didn't have any gear, and I know that you can basically use this build to go through the game naked. But I just kind of wanted to show this guy off and really talk about what I'm going to do at level 84. Because at level 83, the build that I have set for this guy is essentially done. And I don't... Like, if you can tell me in the comments below what I should do with the rest of my skill points, please do. So yeah, I mean, like I said, like, this build really, you can go through the game naked with it, but you know, he's one of my better geared characters, all things considered. You know, as poor of shit as I own, it's not bad. So I guess I'll just talk about it. You know, what's really funny is, I mean, like, so Lament is like a normal level wand, like it's not even exceptional, but it's like end game gear for me. Like the three wands I've got are like a grave spine on like another normal wand, and then a bone wand, like Dole Yo. That's like two of the easiest runes to find. And this one's kind of a sweet white. Like it's got the base of it has 2 to corpse explode and 3 to raise skeleton. So like in the early game, it gave me like hella skills, like 5 to corpse explode, 3 to raise skeleton, 4 to skeleton mastery were like, you know, my primary skills, so that was dope. You know, obviously, like a beast is your best in slot, and I actually think like one of the exceptional wands gives you like a million to your summoning skills, so that's probably your next best bet. But like all these wands are pretty good. This one I'm using because I don't have to put points into Decrepify, so I get to save 3 skill points, essentially. Because Decrepify is super good, so I like this wand. Saves me a couple skill points. Shaco, you know, there's probably other things that are best in slot, but you know, like a sweet like diadem or circlet or something like that. I just found this circlet off of Bale Run. If it had 2 to Necromancer skills, like I might consider using it because it's kind of sweet. Like it's probably not better than a Shaco, but you could find one that's better than a Shaco. Shaco's super great though. 2 to all skills, huge life, huge mana, damage reduced, and I put a topaz in for magic finding and shit. Yeah, I mean, like none of my gear is like super good. But I really want an Enigma. Like the first Enigma that I make is going on this character, and that's just gonna help me manage my summons. Um, but for now, I mean, Viper Magi is really good. Faster cast rate, all skills, all resistances, with a little bit of magic find from the Topaz again. Homunculus, there's once again probably better shields out there, but this one has super good resistances, so that's mainly why I'm using it, along with all the plus to skills. It's got really solid block rate, as well as regen to mana, and 5 after each kill, 5 to mana after each kill. That actually adds up. That's pretty nice. When you're casting a bunch of Corpse Explodes, and Corpse Explode costs like 45 mana at this level, or something like that, so, you know, nice to get some back. I'm using Silk Weaves, once again, for increased mana and then mana after kill. Marowak might actually be better. The dexterity, the mana regen, and the skeleton mastery points are all solid, but I don't know, I just feel like this helps with resource management, even if this would help my damage and my and like increase my block chance because I don't have max block on this character, so the dex would be useful. Um, and then I'm using a 2-piece train set, really partially because I actually don't have a Ravenfrost on here. You know, so the trains set is actually really useful, dude. So I'm actually super disappointed. So I've been playing Lord of Destruction for like a year and a half at this point, but Trains was the first set that I got all the pieces of. And I put it on and I was like, yo, this is so dope. But being a vampire sucks because your cast rate is so low. So you actually don't want to actually like use train set. It's really cool and you run really fast as a vampire, but like casting a curse takes like fucking hours. So Mage Fist, probably better than Trangs. The +1 to fire skills gives you +1 to corpse explode, and the mana regen is really nice. But I kind of I just like plus to skills, so, and I like curses a lot, so I'm down to have the plus curses, the 20% faster cast rate's nice, and the cold res is nice, because I don't have a Ravenfrost again, I don't have that cold absorb, so I like that, and then it gives me, 15% mana regen, from the 2-piece set, and this is where I get my Cannot Be Frozen, along with life and mana. So the Trains belt is pretty good. Then I'm just kind of using some dinky rings. This is a crafted amulet. It's pretty shitty, but the best one that I've ever crafted for Necros. So I mean, it's got a little of everything. Necromancer skills, cast rate, mana regen, all resistances. Not bad. Same with this one, lightning res helps top me off, faster cast rate, mana regen, and this one just a huge 14 to dex and 86 to mana along with some resistances. This one is pretty solid, because that kind of checks all the boxes I was looking for. Yeah, and as far as stats goes, like, as a summon Necro, I just didn't really didn't expect to get hit that much, so I actually didn't max my block. So, like, from here on out, that's what I will be putting my points into. But I just kind of got energy and vitality up to, like, comfortable levels. Like, I don't really have to use potions ever, because I have super solid mana regen, and I have a little bit of replenished life, but I just don't, like, get hit all that often. So, I don't really need it. Strength just enough to use my gear. Dex, I will start putting points into until I, get 50% block or something like that. So here's the thing, the skills. So I actually use Amplify Damage, Dim Vision, and Decrepify. Amplify Damage is like your main curse, and you're going to cast that on everything because it's going to help your minion damage, but also it's going to increase half of Corpse Explodes damage, which it does half physical damage, half fire damage, I believe. So Amplify Damage, really great for that. Decrepify, I mostly use on really tough enemies who do a lot of damage. So that's going to be like the giant demons who use Frenzy, and other like just elite packs and whatnot. Then I guess I'll just keep talking about the skills over here. So, Soul's always a difficult thing to deal with. I actually found that Dim Vision was a really cheap way to deal with Souls. So, if you're getting shot at, like, way fucking over here, you just Dim Vision the entire area, and then they stop shooting at you until you're ready to go deal with them with all your minions and shit. So, Dim Vision, really nice to have. I keep that on a hotkey. And then once again, I get to save 3 skill points by just having that Oom's Lament wand give me some points to Decrepify. I love how many, like, these all only have, like, 1 point in them, and they're, like, level 13 and 14, like, the plus skills are just hilarious. Bone skills, pretty easy. I just maxed out Corpse Explode, and then I just wanted to get 1 in Bone Prison, because I think it's a pretty sweet skill, so 1 in all the prerequisites there. I do have Bone Shield on a hotkey too, so that's it absorbs a little bit of damage, not too much, but it's all right. Summoning skills, I maxed out Skeleton Mastery, Raise Skeleton. I put 1 point into all these Golem skills. I mostly use Clay Golem for the slow and the max, and it's just like it's got such huge life. I just put 18 points into Raise Skeleton, or 10 points, because it gets me 8 skeletons, and for an extra 10 points I could get 3 more skeletons, but I don't like the mages as much as I like the regular skeletons, and I kind of wanted to have like a huge number of revives, so like 20 is enough for me. I'm not going to put any more points into there, but I'm able to get 20 revived. Like, that's fucking sweet. It's really cool. But that's the thing. I'm done with my skills. I do not need to put more points into any of these skills. Or any of these skills. Or any of these skills. So what do I do with it? Like, it might be nice to have life tap once in a while. Like, if my Merc's gonna die on, like, Lister, the Tormentor. And the other minions of destruction, but, like, what do I do? Like, I would love to have, like, a good Bone Spear, but, like, I'm not gonna start putting points into bone skills. Like, that's so dumb. Like, I could put it into Bone Prison, and that would increase my bone armor for, like, survivability, but what the fuck do I do? Do I start putting into Blood Golem? Like, is that something I should be using? I don't know. Anyways, I only need to do, like, 4 more Bale runs, I think, before I level up, so, you know, we'll see what happens when that time comes. Ooh, Doobie. Yeah, the summon Necro is a fun build. I've actually been thinking about, like, playing a Necro, like a Bone Necro, so here's the other thing. Tell me in the comments below if you care to, are Bone Necros good? Because in Classic, which I played most of my life, they suck. Oh man, all these, my cold skeleton mages are kind of messing up my, actually, what was colding them? Did I have a mage? I don't know. For some reason, one of them died without leaving a corpse, and I was bummed. Yeah, are Bone Necros good? That's my big question. Because they weren't very good in Classic, and it always bummed me out, because I think it's a cool class, and you can get through Nightmare pretty easily. Oh shit, look at all these souls. Alright, so this is where we're going to toss that Dim Vision, and hopefully we can just deal with these fuckers. There we go. Start reviving them. Build the army back up. Alright. Explode some corpses. Oh shit. There we go. I like how fast this guy runs. I have some pretty decent run walk on him. Yeah, I mean, there's not that much that's, like, super hard for this guy. If I had an Enigma, it would just definitely help me keep all my summons together, which would be nice. But it's like, certainly not necessary. Let's resummon all of my skeletons and shit. So my idea with the Bone Necro would be, like, to be a hybrid, where I would put points into Revive. Let's just summon a bunch of these things. Yeah, I mean, but you can also see, like, my mana. Like, I use a lot of mana, but my mana never goes down. Like, it always goes right back up. So, You know, I've been thinking maybe I put my points into Blood Golem so that I get lifesteal, and then I never have to use potion, like life potions either. Is that like a good idea, or is that a dumb idea? You know, sometimes I like to cast Decrepify on these guys because they're like really hard. um, but they have such high physical resistance, just like base physical resistance, that it takes way too fucking long to kill them if I don't have amplified damage on them. Yeah, wait, back to talking about just the Bone Necro. So I would use Revived, Corpse Explode, and then Bone Spear as my primary skills, I think. Because that sounds like a really cool combo. Because I still want summons, like I still want to be a Necro. But, I just don't know that that would do enough damage. Like, I would hope that I would have enough plus skills on my gear, actually, that I wouldn't need to have that many hard points into Revive. Like, maybe 1 or 2 hard points, and then the rest would just be my plus skills. I guess we'll just use those. But I just don't know that the Bone Spear would do enough damage. I mean, this is such a silly build, because you really just click on the screen and everything dies. Like, you know, you've got all these dudes just running around, and then you keep your Corpse Explode on a hotkey, and everything just dies. I'm actually not going to use it on this particular wave. I wanna revive all of these guys. Let's give a potion to my Merc real quick. Make sure he doesn't die. The screen also looks hilarious. Like, what is going on? There's just like, there's so many things on the screen. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I mean, this build is like super easy to play, and it does a fuck ton of damage. I didn't really talk about my charms or anything. I'll get to that in a second. I keep a Nauseous Puzzler on Switch. And that is just for that teleport to get to Vale and to just like regroup my minions. I don't really use it too much. Like, I have so many minions that no matter where I run, like, there are just going to be my minions in front of me. This guy's boss kill kind of sucks. Actually, the only reason it's really good is because of my Merc. I'm using a, yeah, for bosses you just kind of stand here and cast Decrepify. He literally cannot move, because you've got the cold damage from your mages, you've got the slow effect from your Clay Golem, and then Decrepify, he's just like, he's lost. He's got to stand there for days. I think this is one of my better geared mercs, actually. Crown of Thieves for lifesteal, dexterity, and the fire res, and you need the dex to use an uptone Sudan at my level. And then I just put a bunch of shales in there because I've already got the lifesteal and a duress. So between these two, I've got 60% crushing blow, which is where most of your boss kill comes from, along with open wounds and just solid resistances. Did we get anything good? No.
I am overburdened.
Oh, we got a Grand Charm from earlier. 44 defense. Kind of shitty. Ooh. Kind of shitty. I'll keep it, though. This guy does not have any DR, which is a bit of a shame, but there are so many minions around him that he's not taking the brunt of the assault quite as much as a normal mercenary would be. I also use a strength merc just to get the aura on my dudes. Um, let's see what else. What else? Yeah, I've got I do have a magic find set up. Um, yeah, I mean the gear for this is so easy. Like I used this lore in a bone helm for like most of hell mode. Like, you know, I didn't find a Shaco for a long time. So I was just using this, you know, just some tri-res faster run walk boots, or double res with poison length reduced. You know, like, I found just like a random Unraveler head with a couple skills and made a rhyme out of it, and I used that for a really long time. You know, Viper Magi, not a hard armor to find. You don't even, and while you're using the Rhyme Shield, you actually get Cannot Be Frozen there, so, I mean, it's not like you need to wear a Trang's belt. You could just use, like, a Resistance belt or, like, a crafted belt. Mage Fist, super easy to find. Like, the gear is super easy on this guy. So, charms, I'm mostly using faster hit recovery charms, to reach, like, a 39 breakpoint, and then I just have, like, 1 or 2 resistance charms, and then a couple magic find charms and mana charms. I mean, yeah, like, these are just kind of what I had lying around, and then a Geeds, so I could magic find a bit with him. My magic find setup is kind of fun. It's just swapping out, like, all of my faster cast rate gear for just magic finding shit. I put, I think, some resistance charms in here, or jewels, so that, I still had max lightning res, and decent fire res. So that lets me, and I could actually get 25 more magic find by using a rhyme shield, but I just feel like my resistances would be too low, so I keep the homunculus on. I play on Pluggy, by the way, so it does all these like nice calculations for me. I've got 360 magic find with this setup, which is, you know, solid enough. And I still have, you know, it only sacrifices 3 to all skills, and then 2 to curses from, oh, my Decrepify. Fuck! You know, I don't really use this Magic Find setup that much. You probably saw that I didn't use Decrepify that much, except for on Bale, so I don't really need it. Maybe I should, maybe that's what I'll do with my next 3 skill points, is I'll get Decrepify. And I didn't use Bone Prison at all, and I probably never will, so I should maybe spec out of that. But yeah, I'm thinking for if I was gonna make a Bone Necro, I'd probably want a Shaco. I'd probably want Marowaks, and I'd want maybe a White Wand, because that would give me a lot to poison bone skills. But maybe I would use this one that gives me plus to revive, so I didn't have to put any hard points in it. I like the idea of just having a little bit more active playstyle with maybe a little bit more dangerous, so that you're not just kind of like sitting back, casting spells while your minions just like fuck shit up, you know, casting Corpse Explode. Like your damage, I imagine that your damage would primarily still come from Corpse Explode. Like you would use your spells and you know, Bone Spear to kill someone, and then you'd cast Amplify Damage on everyone and Corpse Explode again. But getting that initial kill, I mean, maybe it's kind of a moot point, because like I'll have a mercenary that can get that first kill. Like, I don't know. I think it would be kind of cool, but I'm not sure that it would be actually any more fun than just having a bunch of minions all the time. So we'll see. Maybe if I feel like leveling a character like that. But yeah, I just made this this video to show this guy off. He's fun. He's cool. You know, nothing special, but always have a soft spot in my heart for the Necro. All right, well, see you later.